Welcome to the windy forest on this tumultuous day. Perfect for what I'm going to be talking about. A week ago was the anniversary of my best friend's death. And there was a happy event with the unexpected success that I had repairing his synthesizer. And then a few days ago, my father died. Yesterday, I buried my father, and his funeral was on the 9th anniversary of Mo's funeral, the very same date. And tomorrow is my mother's birthday. She's been dead for 20 years now. So I buried my father yesterday next to her. So this is a very, what other word can I possibly use except extreme week in my life. And so I don't mind being pelted by the snow. It's actually ice pellets, really, soon to be snow. It was raining until moments ago, and as soon as the rain started to transition to ice, I thought, I'll bring the camera out now. As long as I don't get pelted by falling branches, I'm fine. You can see all around me all of the death and destruction from these winds. Trees falling, not just branches. But I'm feeling pretty risky today. Something very special happened yesterday at the funeral. We couldn't have a proper funeral because of the pandemic, and so we had a graveside gathering. And I'll tell you, it couldn't have been better. It was so much better than any funeral could have been. It was a small gathering of my closest friends, those who could make it. Not everyone could on such short notice on a work day. But it was so beautiful. It was such a powerful event for me. I felt the burden, the heaviness of the loss lifted so naturally and easily by being surrounded by loving, I'll say family, not just friends. And after my little impromptu eulogy, I was talking with some of my friends who had traveled quite a way, in one case across time as well as distance. What a great way to reunite. And I mean that. It was great. It added such beauty to that powerful day. And the three of us that were speaking all had challenging relationships with our fathers. Actually, to say that my relationship with my father was a complicated one just shows how powerful human language is. Because I can't find the right word, I'm just going to say profound. That was the word I was going to use, but it's not powerful enough. But it'll do. Such a profound understatement that it's a force of nature. Language can be a force of nature, much like this ice that's pelting on me, which I actually like. It so suits this day. It's perfect. I love it. So, to say that my relationship with my father was a complicated one is a powerful understatement. A forceful one. A force-generating one. I'm distracted by admiring all of these beautiful trees. Yesterday was the first day that I had not been out in the forest. I can't even begin to guess as to how long that was. It's been a very long time, and I felt that absence in my day, to have not spent time out here where I belong, in the fellowship of these magnificent beings, so much greater than us. Back to the conversation between us three fatherless boys. Words came from my mouth that baffled me in their beauty, and I'm going to share them with you now. I don't know where they came from, just wherever. But we were talking about our fathers, and I was commenting on the seeming irrationality of actually feeling closer to my father after burying him than I did while he was alive. And then these words came. A human life is like a book. You can't truly understand it until you complete it. And I'm going to add to that now that I've had the opportunity to repeat those words. I'm loath to say it, but I will, for brevity. A good human life is like a book, in that you have to get, let me rephrase it yet again. That was wrong. I put the word in the wrong spot. A human life is like a good book. Because you don't need to get to the end of a crappy book to understand it, but you do need to get to the end of a good book to understand it. And that's exactly what happened when I was speaking about my father's life in my little, again, impromptu eulogy. It made me see, those few words made me see his life from his perspective instead of my own. And that's when his book made sense to me. And isn't it just such an irony of human intelligence, that such wisdom comes to a child only after their parent is gone. The wind has calmed down and the ice has stopped. I hear the wind starting in the distant trees coming this way. I think I'll take my leave of you now. Put away the camera and go wander in the woods some more. Life is beautiful. Savor it, treasure it, love it, live it.